Hello, this is the story about Ken. Ken was a boy from China who moved to the USA when he is about the age of 8. Now, Ken was moved to one of the most racist states in America and overall was just picked on for being different. He didn't know the language, but he soon adapted to it, even though he still got picked on and beat a lot. Ken, every day, would go to school. He'd get picked on, shoved in lockers, and picked on all the time. And it happened for about a year and a half, until everything else went wrong. Ken had tried to make friends with everyone else, and he enjoyed doing things with others, but everyone else did not feel the same way. Ken felt left out in all of outside activities, and overall just couldn't make friends. One day, there was a group of American kids who walked by Ken's house, knew him from school actually, and were ones to fairly talk trash about him. They decided to go to his door and ask if he can come out and play. Rest assured, yes, this was a bad idea for Ken to do. But Ken just couldn't refuse. It wasn't in his nature. So Ken went outside and asked the group of kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. The girl was much older than the others, but the 2 kids looked like punk kids that would make all kinds of trouble at school. The kids told Ken to follow them. They took all of their bikes over to the side of a mountain. Now, the mountain was blocked by gates, but there was a little cut in the end where they could leave their bikes in a bush nearby and slip right through. They all said that they were going hiking or exploring. Urban exploration was what it was called, but Ken wasn't familiar with that term. So they took him up there into the mountains, and they asked him to collect rocks, quartz. They said that if they found enough, that they'd be able to sell it to a pawn shop that was fairly in their city, and that they'd be able to sell the rocks and get a lot of money in order to buy something that they all could enjoy, they told Ken. Ken felt strange, but he'd agreed. Ken helplessly just kept on grabbing for rocks on the floor, as the rest of them didn't seem to. They said they were doing the less important job, but still important enough. They said that they were trying to get them to where they found a lot of those rocks, but they told Ken specifically to pick them up. So Ken kept walking up the mountain. Might I also mention that this was all at night. Well, sunset, but very close to night, as it was getting very dark. By the time they got to the top of the mountain, the streetlights had been on. So, Ken was worried that he wouldn't get back for supper, but the rest of the kids told him to move on forward to find a shortcut and also where the rocks would be. Ken followed. They saw a little house. It looked like some sort of really big house under construction. They said near the house there would be rocks, a pile of them, that the girl had collected and set there so that no one else would find it. They told Ken to go down there and get it. He said that they would wait up there and that they would use their flashlight to flash for him when it was safe to come back. Ken felt nervous, very much so, but he did it anyways, to finally make friends. Ken went down there, and by the time he got halfway there, his friends had vanished and left him. Ken didn't know where he was, but he was scared and alone for 6 months. Missing flyers had went out about him, but no one really could speak Chinese, as his parents only could have, so no one really knew. Finally, this is where our story gets scary. Ken, there's been an urban legend about him. If you go in that same city, down that very same street where Ken used to live, you'd hear whispering his name. You'd also hear rocks being kicked, as if people were trying to throw them at the street. But you could only hear it when it's dark, and that is the time you don't want to be on that street. Also, Ken is known to have come back from being missing, and he's still out there with the giant rock waiting to smash your guys' heads in with it. This story is very scary. In fact, here's some found footage, and the only found footage ever found of Ken. Unedited and uncut, although most of the audio had been lost from it. This camera was found on the street.
I have your bike.
I have your bike.
Wait, who is that?
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this creepypasta. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to check out my channel for more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Adios.